Hey, this is Ken Fraser from Chicago's Dynasty of Legends. Chicago and the surrounding areas has a vast amount of legends that's coming here to tell their stories on becoming a legend. Their stories are raw, they real, and they uncut. So come with me and hear their stories at Chicago's Dynasty of Legends because people want to know. So, I heard somebody at the door, and who was at the door? As Brian Fraser. So, I don't want to introduce Brian Fraser to Chicago Dynasty of Legends.
Hello, how you all doing? My name is Brian Frazier. I'm a house DJ in Chicago, and been doing it for some years. Been on the radio here for over 30 years, and it's been a pretty good ride. Had some good times, some bad times, but for the most part, I'm still, on the radio here and trying to do some good things and some positive things.
So, Brian, when you first started out doing the DJ, cause I understand, you're a big guy in house music. So, how did you start doing house music? Give us a little story on, how you got to where you are now.
Well, I started off as a drummer, and I seen the guy on two turntables when I was younger in Union Park, and I was fascinated with what he was doing. So I was interested in it, and I got me two turntables. About me being a drummer, I can automatically pick the beat up, and I went in my bedroom and practiced for a year, maybe 2 years, and came out and did my thing, and people accepted it.
So let me ask you this. I heard stories about you when you were young. I heard before you got your first pair of drums, can you tell the audience what you used to do, what you used to be banging on back in the day?
Yeah, I used to get on my mom's nerves. I used to, play on the windowsill and pots and pans and all of that stuff. So
you played on pots and pans?
Pots and pans,
oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Set me some drums up. Had a small pot like this, a bigger pot, so it looked like a drum set.
So you did this before you got your first set of drums?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So how old were you when you got your first set of drums?
I think I was maybe 10, 11.
Okay.
Maybe younger. But I was playing in the talent show in Henry Horner Boys Club, and my mom knew I could play, but she didn't know I could play. I played with these older guys, and for my birthday, which was only like maybe a week away, she would have took me and got me a drum set.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I do know that when you were young, maybe 14 through 16, something like that, you used to play with a band called Harold Harris?
Yeah, Harold Harris, he was Hugh Hefner's personal piano player.
Okay.
And he played all around the world, but he was actually Hugh Hefner's personal piano player. So I got a chance to play with Red Fox, a lot of real famous people playing with him, at the Every Crown Theater. I played at Rumors on 13th in Michigan. It's a lot of stuff we did, man. And I ain't had no business even. I was a kid that had to go sit down sometime in the back because it was 21 and older. Right. But I was able to get away with it because I was at the band.
Right.
So I got a chance to run around in the Playboy Club a little bit too.
So tell us a little story about when you were going to school. I think you had a teacher that was teacher at Henry Horner.
Yeah, when I was at Bernie.
Bernie Grammar School.
I was fortunate to have we call her, well, I call her Mother Dear, but that's what Maurice and Verdine and Freddie called their mother from Earth, Wind, and Fire, Mother Dear.
Okay.
And she was my teacher, and she was always say, you know, if you hurry up and get your work done, they come to pick you up after school. So I hurried to get my work done. So one day they actually came up to the school and picked me up and took me to the boys' club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In the boys' club, I do understand that Earth, Wind, and Fire, they used to rehearse.
They used to rehearse that, yeah,
And they used to,
with Major
before,
Adams.
Right. And before they became real popular, they used to do shows behind the boys' club.
Behind the boys' club, yep, for free.
Oh, okay. So, did you, were you in, like, any activities at the boys' club?
Yeah, I was in the drum and bugle corps.
Okay.
I played in the drum and bugle corps. That's why I learned my rudiments and kind of a little bit of reading, but just mostly, you know, you were young and you just really want to play the drums, you know, to impress the girls. So, you know, I was a lead drummer at that time, and you know, it was a really good experience. We did parades and stuff like that, you know, for Major Adams. It was really good. You know, kept me out of trouble.
Okay. So, saying that, you advanced and, you know, when you got a little bit older, you stated about the turntables. So where did those turntables take you to?
Oh man, I had the privilege to actually DJ in some of the top clubs in Chicago, rub elbows with a lot of prestigious people, did concerts, not much traveling, like I didn't get a chance to go overseas or anything like that, but far as, you know, locally, you know, it put me on the radio. I've been on the radio for over 30 years. I'm on 2 radio stations now on WKKC in the FM Omni channel. So it took me, you know, I'm still relevant today.
So, as far as the was that house music? Tell me a little bit about house music.
House music was more dance. The scratching and stuff, yeah, we did that a little bit, but house music was a little bit more with the energy. You didn't really scratch on house music, you know. You had a guy named Farley and a Bad Boy Bill. They would do that, but I wasn't into that. I just wanted to make the music feel good. I wasn't into the scratching. But house music was a dance culture, you know, to dance, and to me the scratching was more for the hip hop part of it.
I know when you was younger, you started out doing a lot of stuff at was it the Surf Lounge?
Yeah, the Surf on 68th in Halsted, which that was a place where it was some episodes, you know, that went on in there. But you know, I lived around the corner. I didn't have any problems. If you was from the hood, they wouldn't bother you. But you know, it was a dangerous place. But I, you know, made it out, and you know, was able to go get and graduate to some bigger and better places. You know.
I wanna say I'm sorry to lose one of our friends that we grew up with. They used to Panamera at the Surf, and I just want to say that rest in peace.
Yeah, Casper.
Casper.
Yeah, he was a regular. I used to actually do his music for him. You know, he would come like, "Hey Brian, I need you to put this together for me." He would skate. He would dress up like a woman. You don't know what you would get from him. But he always won. Mm-hmm. And you couldn't get mad because the people, they voted for him. But he was very talented. And you know, we were really good friends. And like I say, I used to play his music for him because back then you had the cassettes. You had to, put this music on the cassette. He'd bring that, or had to, play it with the records. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not like it is now.
So, coming from the Surf, I think there was a club called What's Poppin'?
Well, after I left the Surf, I went to Chick Rick's, Mr. Ricky's, and the Copper Box, a number of clubs, but that was a band.
The Underground.
Yeah, the Underground, the Warehouse. But the What's Poppin' came a little later. Okay.
That's where Sam Chapman used to be up there.
Yeah, he's the owner, and he's on the radio with me now. But I spent like maybe 10 years there. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I've been kind of stable.
Oh, okay. You know, pretty cool. So tell me something about 95.1 Omni Channel.
95.1, we used to be a terrestrial station, which was, the dial was 95.1, but the signal was bad. You know, you could pick it up in some spots you couldn't. So the owner, Tracy Bell, she was the first lady to go all digital with a radio station. It's not a internet radio station. It's a streaming station. And actually, we #1 in the world right now. We beat out iHeart.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, Tracy Bell, she's well known around Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She went through a lot, but yeah, she made a name for herself.
Mm-hmm. They have a lot of personalities there now at 95.1. What you got? Dynasty, Monsky Love, and all that.
Yeah, Also Good, Oldie, Big Papa.
Big Papa.
You know, we got Troy Tyler.
Right, Troy Tyler. Chicago State.
Yes.
Yeah, I just talk to Troy Tyler all the time. You know, going down to the radio station when I was out of Chicago State.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, you've been doing the doggone thing.
Trying to stay relevant music, man. It's just when it bites you, it's hard to get that, get it off you. So that's my life, man. It saved me from a lot of things.
So I understand you've been doing a lot of shows in country club hills with a lot of the, the stars.
Yes, I had a chance to for the last 2 years be on contract doing all the concerts they have up there, and it's been really awesome, man. Rubbing elbows with all the artists, and get a chance to be in the intermission to play, and people can hear me. The exposure is awesome.
Great. Okay. So those some of the stories that we want to tell because a lot of people would like to know how they came about doing the things that they do, and so that's why we having the legends come and tell their stories because people want to know.
That's right.